Good evening and welcome to Dublin Arts Section, the show where we talk to Dublin-based artists and performers about their craft. In today's show, we are going to look at Dublin-based filmmakers. We are interviewing two filmmakers, and as always, a local musician will end the show with a performance. Our guests tonight are documentarist Colin Brady and filmmaker Joe O'Neill. Welcome to the show. We will start by playing a clip from Colin's new documentary.
I first got into it a few years ago. I'd seen a few groups online talking about it and I was interested. My boyfriend wasn't really into it at all, so I kind of kept it like a little bit of a secret.
Yeah, like usually when there was a lot of us together on a Saturday night, we would get a bag because it would kind of keep us going. Like,
I mean, you kind of get a bit of a want for it after a lot of drink. It's like, you know, your booty call in a way.
To me, it's not dirty. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's something to be enjoyed, and that's when I had my first spice bag.
So, Colin Brady, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Could you explain to the people who don't know it, what is the spice bag?
So the spice bag is a new kind of fast food phenomenon that's taken Dublin particularly by storm. It's the most ordered item on Just Eat at the moment. So it kind of just came from nowhere. It's the last kind of 3 or 4 years. Nobody's really sure where it started or how it started. But to describe the food itself, it's chips, which everyone knows, made of potatoes, a firm favorite. And then it's chicken with peppers and chilies, and then usually described as a magic powder or mystery powder. Nobody knows what goes into it, and they mix it all up, like you've seen in the clip there. People are hooked. It's almost like drugs. But not bad for you. Oh, it is bad for you.
What makes the spice bag so interesting? Like, what made you make a documentary about it?
As most good ideas that come to me, they come to me in the pub. So I was talking to friends of mine about it, and we were discussing it. And then I make documentaries. I've made a few already, and I just said, do you know what? That sounds like a silly but interesting thing to make a documentary about. So we were trying to figure out how we would do it, and trying to find out. I guess the idea was finding out why this has taken the world not the world, Dublin and Ireland by storm. It's growing. So that was kind of where the idea originated from.
Okay. And did you learn anything surprising, not only about the spice bag, but like in general while shooting the documentary?
Yeah, so we interviewed a nutritionist who gave us all the kind of nutritional info about the food itself, and she wasn't too complimentary about the food itself. Apparently there's like 2,000 calories or something in it. And it's like a jar of oil, equivalent. So it's not it's the health side of it. I kind of learned a good bit about. And also, I think that was probably I didn't know what a spice bag was. I never tasted it, so I learned about that itself. And also, the different types and different various qualities that you can get of them. So it ranges. You can get a really bad spice bag, or you can get a really good one. I've had them all.
Yeah. And if you had like 15 seconds to explain why people should watch your documentary on the spice bag, what would that be?
Because it's free, it's online, you don't have to pay for it. And it's a bit of fun. You'll get a bit of laugh out of it. It's humor, it's funny, it's not meant to be taken seriously.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Like you said, the spice bag is available for free on YouTube channel, the Taller Stories.
Taller Stories.
Yes. And now we're going to have a short break. After the break, we will take a look at Joe O'Neill's comedy short film. Welcome back to the show. Our second guest is Joe O'Neill. And Joe O'Neill, can you explain to us, like in short terms, what is your film about?
My film, Our Child, is about a couple going to. She's pregnant, and they're going into the doctors to make sure everything's fine, and everything is fine. But then they find out they're allowed to find out the sex of the baby, and they find out the sex of the baby plus the doctor has information for the child throughout his entire life, and it's a comedy rollick to find out everything.
Yeah. And where did you get the idea for your movie?
Just like I see lots of pregnant people, and I always think there could be something funny done with that. And turns out there was.
Yeah.
And then there was, I think like science is mad. Like science is doing loads of mad stuff that I can't even comprehend. Like if science was doing this, like anything, like mobile phone 30 years ago or 70 years ago, you'd be a witch. So that kind of thing of like it can do anything, so why not? Let's have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, okay. And what would you say is the hardest part of shooting a film?
The actors, the filmmaking, the directing, the getting people, the car to pick up actors to bring them to where you need to be, the getting them on set and making sure everyone's smiling, and then that's pretty much all that.
So basically everything.
Everything, yeah. But when you make something that's good, then you're like, sure, that was worth it.
Okay.
Somewhat.
And what made you make the Sideways trilogy?
Just because the world is mad and no one really picks up on it. Everyone's like too busy not talking to each other from 7 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So I was just like, there's loads of little things that are going on that no one can really pick up on and connecting to other stuff. So I was like, sure, I'll have a go with that.
Okay. And if you had 15 seconds to explain why people should watch your short film, what would you say?
So what else are you doing? It's like you said, they're online, they're free. Just do it. Don't watch cat videos the whole time. Try watch, genuine, script work with really talented people, please.
Yeah. And what is your next project?
I thought you were going to say what's my name.
What's your name?
I was like, wow. I've a play coming up that I've written that'll run for 2 weeks from the 19th of August till the 31st of August in Smock Alley Theatre.
Okay.
I've another couple of nights that we are yet to confirm on that. It's going to be called Bright Eyes, and it's going to be probably the best thing anyone will ever see. And if they don't go see it, then they can't claim that isn't the truth. So that's my next thing at the moment.
And if you had to, like both of you, give any good advice to people who were thinking about making short films, what would you say? You can start.
Anybody who's thinking of making documentary short films, just go out and do it. Find a camera, borrow a camera. It's so easy to do. Just do it. Just go out there and be fearless and give it a go.
Okay. And what about you, Joe?
Don't do it. Be an accountant.
Okay.
Don't put yourself through this pain. It's all worth it if you become a millionaire. If you're not, you're going to be that sad uncle at a wedding.
Not to make any money.
Okay.
But seriously, just do it, yeah.
Great. Thank you guys for coming. And we're going to take a short break and we'll be back right after.
When do we get my money?
Yeah, and all three films in the Sideways trilogy are also available for free on Joe O'Neill's YouTube channel. Now, to the end of the show, we have a performance from Sophia DeMarco. Sophia is a Dublin-based musician who plays on Grafton Street several times a week. She is originally from Uruguay, but has been living in Dublin for the last 2 years. Here she is with her cover of Aretha Franklin's Say a Little Prayer.
Wake up before I put on my makeup. I say a little pray for you. I comb in my hair now and wonder what drills through it now. I say a little pray for you. Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and now we love you. Together forever, whenever we part, and now I love you. Together forever, it's how it must be to live without you. Only meant heartbreak for me. The Bastille all through my coffee break time, I say a little pray for you. Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and now we love you. Together forever, whenever we part, and now I love you. Together forever, and how it must be to live without your only mean heartbreak for me. My darling, believe me, believe me. For me there is no one, no one but you. Please love me too. I'm in love with you, baby. I set my brain up, baby. Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and now we love you. Together forever, whenever we part, and how I love you. Together forever, it's how it must be to live without your only mean heartbreak for me. Oh, my darling, believe me. For me there is no one, no one but you. Please love me too. I'm in love with you, baby. I set my brain up, baby. Oh.
Thank you so much to Sophia DeMarco, and thank you Joe O'Neill and Colin Brady for coming. I hope you enjoyed watching tonight's show. We will be back next week at the same time. Good night.